Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. So, narrow ranges today, inside day in the DAX, inside day in the FTSE 100, just bumping against the upper side of the range. 250s through the lows and small caps through the lows. We're just drifting a little bit. Is it a bad market? I don't think so. Let's just go through these markets quickly. Transport's obviously considered the leader for the Dow theorists out there, me among them. So we talked about this channel and it looked like a bearish sort of wedge, and this is rolling down towards the 200-day. Yesterday's action didn't look even near the area where we would not the area but this sort of action across the markets to see that swing reversal, and until I see that action, we remain in correction. We're in an interesting area on the Dow, but I'm not going to watch the leader being the transports, the industrials being basically the big fat US market, and then we'll go down to the S&P being the leader on the bull side. So we like the transports to take part and lead us into a new sort of up leg. At the moment, it's just not responding, and the market's going to just drifting in the direction. Russell is actually expected to open up, but just really sloth-like action. And the DAX, it's more of what you'd like to see in a swing point. The DAX is a wild animal. If the US market wants to correct, we're not in correction yet on those leading markets. We are on the transports, but the strongest market being the Nasdaq and the S&P, and what are they, about 2 or 3% off all-time highs? Maybe a bit more, I don't know. 250 just coming into very normal, really sort of. We've got a bit of distribution, and now we've just got low volume drift, and small caps just drifting back into interesting areas. So high five to Matt, who's at all-time highs. I know a lot of Trading Bases members have got extremely strong portfolios at the moment, been bumping on highs while the market's been drifting. That is good. I'm 2-point-something% off all-time highs after yesterday's close, and I'm probably up a bit on the day today, but I haven't looked. So moving on, let's just jump straight into the volume leaders today. Miners are kind of uninteresting, aren't they, at the moment? Let me just put in, it's 10:30. We should have traded 29% to be on average volume. We've got quite a bit of volume today. Investment trusts, I'll just get through them. There's quite a bit of action in investment trusts there, and then into K Group at DTY. Interesting area, we've talked about it already. It's in an interesting area. It's a recovery, it's a large cap stock. It's what I would call a swing stock rather than a, might be a bit different if you dollar cost averaging a pension, but swing being the faster time frame, efficient stocks. Medium time frame being months to years in trends, and the slow time frame being dollar cost averaging my pension. They're the 3 time frames I concentrate on. Just buzz through these and we'll get into the small caps. I think we should have a few on the board today. Cape, fantastic. Those who took Cape, I had no cash to take it, so high five to those who were riding this one. It came out of this stage one over here. I still have a position in this. It's just been knocked. recently. Got an ex-dividend ahead there. What's that today? No, tomorrow, isn't it? Ex-dividend. What is it? 2.6p. 73. See how it closes. Moving on. %29 into the small caps. Yeah, quite a few running on the small caps. That's nice to see. Just buzz through these pretty fast. We'll see what's in here today. Obviously looking for growth stocks or extremely good looking recovery stocks, or very nice lines in the sand on POSs. COG down in the pullback area, isn't it? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It's a recovery as well. I'm not riding it. Tick up in some, isn't there? Talked about that one. I had no cash to take that when I could have taken it. The downside of a good market is when you can't take everything. BRCK breaking out. Move along there. Move along. We won't talk about that one too much today. EQLS. Obviously, yeah, high five to those riding this one. It's a recovery stock as well. BL, moving on. Duke Royalty, real sloth like these kind of stocks, so always know what you're getting involved with. When you position size for tight price action and it's sloth like, that kind of stock is just really slow moving. You've got to just have a look at the gap risk and ask yourself, if this thing can't move out of the buy area and something hits the tape, how much have I got at risk? Gear for music. It's the downside of these steady stocks, they don't move very fast, so what you think is low risk can actually be high risk in a position sizing kind of way. PTAL, I have a position in this as well. Been riding it some time. It's took the scenic route from what I would call the right side of a base. So yeah, I've got to there it is. My plan's on the chart. I'll go and have a look down the back of Michelle's car seat, see if I can find some coins. Bird is the word. Scenic. Obviously you can see the low risk entries on that. So, I would have gone at this. If I wanted to be on board this one, I would have taken it. We talked about the reverse volatility base, the first retrace, and then it based out again, as they can do. Breakout, first retrace. I think these kind of entries on something a little bit wild and 40% base depth, that's the normal volatility of this stock. And I can do it again here. The normal volatility of this base is probably about 40 as well. Guess what? It's likely to continue being a volatile stock if it's traded like a volatile. But though it is bottoming action, tends to be more volatile through the bottoming action. If it actually posts this profit, and it probably has. Let's just have a look. That's the interim. So it looks like it's got a good sort of. It's going to post pre-tax profit. If it does, and it can grind off into the future with its numbers, it will probably smoothen up. The trend will smoothen up. But I've got a log scale on. I'll just take that off so you can just see what you're dealing with in this kind of action. Yeah, the breakouts are going to be wide. breakouts, but the pullbacks are going to give you bang for your buck. That is the reality on some stocks like that. Not all breakouts are the same. Dark Trace, we've covered that a couple of times, haven't we? I think it's kind of trying to base out here. The trouble with this one for me is what is it trading towards after these numbers? We'll see. I know I won't have the numbers in yet though. Yeah, it doesn't even register on the GTRS, so we will leave it there. We'll see what the US session brings, but you know, I think we're just cruising this week. Got some good moves in the portfolio. Some are just correcting. It is what it is. That's how the market's. But we've got good relative strength so far. I don't want to be the kiss of death of that, but I would walk away from the screens and enjoy the nice sunny day. Okay.